Ready?
Yeah.
Let me take a breath. Hey Chris, could you take care of Thomas? Okay, this all starts. This is all the arteries of the upper body. This all starts up here at the heart. This is a good place to start. The heart, we start here at the right atrium and the right ventricle, and you can see here I believe it's a tricuspid right here. Where's the bicuspid?
That's tri. I believe
Yes,
that's
it's the
tri.
tricuspid, yeah. I have to look over this again. But anyway, we go to the right ventricle here. The right ventricle, it's very weak. It only sends things to these arteries and veins here. So the blue one here is the pulmonary artery. It takes deoxygenated blood. This one right here is the pulmonary vein. It takes blood back to the left ventricle, the left atrium, I mean. The left atrium here, the left ventricle here. The left ventricle has lots of papillary muscle and lots of chordae tendineae because it's very strong, because it pumps into the aorta. Here, you will see the ascending aorta, followed by the arch of the aorta, going down here to the descending aorta. Hold on. Descending aorta. It goes down to the abdominal aorta down there. The first thing to come off of the arch of the aorta is the brachiocephalic. From here to here. This is the brachiocephalic right here. Then there are three things that come off of the brachiocephalic. Right here you will see the left common carotid. It starts here, left common carotid. And then this blown out one is the right common carotid. It starts underneath this vein here. See, right common carotid right here. And then this one over here, this one is right subclavian. Now, we're actually going to learn this from the left side because the left side is way better. So let's go over there. The second thing to come off of the arch of the aorta is the left subclavian, this guy, probably from right here to around right here. The left subclavian includes these guys right here. So this is the internal mammillary. Usually connects with the sternal vein, connects to the chest, because it's one of the ones we cut when we went through the rib cage. This one is kind of weird because it's got this costocervical here. I was told in the past that the costocervical usually goes towards the head, you know, the cervical vertebra, and the vertebral goes directly into the body wall towards the vertebra. Sometimes usually you'll see the costocervical here and the vertebral here, but it's sort of switched up in this cat. So you have to be careful of that. The next thing to come off is this guy. This one right here is thyrocervical. Thyrocervical comes all the way down here. And so it branches into two places. So this, you can see here, thyrocervical coming all the way down here. But there's another branch off here, right here. This one goes to the scapula. This is called the transverse scapular artery. Transverse scapular artery and vein in the same place. See, coming off the external jugular, this one right here, that's transverse scapular vein. Good thing to know both of them because they both go to the same place. There's going to be a lot of arteries and veins that do that. After thyrocervical, from about right here to about right here, we have the axillary artery. So basically, we're just naming regions of this one single tube system. There's left subclavian, there is axillary. And so the axillary has three things coming off of it. And this one actually shows them really nicely. Coming towards the front of the body, you're going to have this guy. See, this is the ventral thoracic artery and vein. For the vein, you can see it comes all the way up here, see? Right next to the subscapular, the subscapular vein. So this one's ventral thoracic. The next one to come off is long thoracic. It goes VLT. This is long thoracic artery and vein, see? And then finally, we have the T, thoracodorsal. And I think the vein might be a better example of this than the artery. Here's thoracodorsal vein. It usually goes back here towards the latissimus dorsi. On the arteries, it's kind of weird because it seems to be coming off of the subscapular. This guy right here, I'm betting, is the thoracodorsal. This is one of those cases where, like, the thoracodorsal is one of those arteries and veins that's really hard to pin down, but I could easily put it on the test. It's been on the test before. This one right here, this artery here, subscapular. It's right next to the subscapular vein. And one thing that's different about about the veins and the arteries in this area is for the veins, subscapular comes off first before VLT. For the arteries, subscapular comes off after VLT. And then after subscapular, the area here, from here to here, is brachial. And that's all the arteries of the upper body.
Thank you.